just a few moments, history will be made as we will have the first ever Ring of Honor Pure Wrestling Champion. Competition at its purest. AJ Styles and CM Punk nose to nose. Gary Moore here calling for the Code of Honor to be followed and for hands to be shaken. As words being exchanged right now between the two. And before we get started, we should go after the rules of Pure Wrestling title matches. There's 3 rules that make this different from any other match in Ring of Honor or anywhere in the world of wrestling.
That's right, and those 3 rules compromise. Well, the first one, maybe one of the most important rules is that we have the rope break rule. And that is, if you are in a submission move and you use the ropes to escape, you have 3 opportunities to do that in a match. And after the 3rd time you use the ropes to break up the hold, after that your rope breaks are eliminated. So that means if you're in a figure 4 leg lock, after the 3rd time, you cannot use the ropes to escape. So that means the figure 4 is legal, even if you're in the ropes. So that could really change the whole the way of the match. You can win a match by being in the ropes. You can submit. You cannot use the ropes to escape. The other 2 rules are...
But don't forget also pinfalls. If you put your foot on the ropes to break up a pinfall, or perhaps your hand on the ropes to break up a pinfall attempt, that also counts as a rope break. And you mentioned about the ropes being in play. They can be used for submission holds. For instance, John Walters got Chad Collier in a Boston Crab, vertical Boston Crab in the ropes, and it was legal and Collier was forced to tap. That happened at the Last Stand in Baltimore. And there's Punk using that reversal again.
Gary Moore is breaking it up. That's a rope break.
Gary Moore is calling it a rope break. That is debatable. As right now there's AJ, and he's going for a Styles Clash early. Styles Clash attempt. No, Punk gets out of it.
He's got him hooked, but no.
That is definitely a rope break right there by AJ Styles.
And that's 1-1 right there.
But
both guys using quick rope breaks right there.
CM Punk arguing with Morris, saying it was a reversal. But you know what? AJ did have Punk's arm, and Punk was really struggling to get out of the hold, so maybe it was a rope break. Definitely debatable. Punk before used it right away as a reversal in the first 2 matches. This time AJ was working the arm a little bit longer, so perhaps Gary Moore was right. Definitely debatable as to whether that was a reversal or a rope break though. But AJ Styles, no doubt that was a rope break.
So we have 1-1 here in the rope breaks. 2 other rules are no closed fists, no striking, no punching to the face. Right there. And the 3rd one is that there's countouts. We have a 20 count. And I think Gary Moore is using that right now for an example right here. Ring of Honor traditional matches, there's no countouts. It's referee discretion. But here we have 20 counts. And these guys better watch out because they're both on the floor.
Both men struggling on the floor. I don't think they're aware of the count. Of course, you have to strain your strategy somewhat from usual Ring of Honor matches.
Is he a 13?
Yeah, he is. They could get counted out, and they both see the count, and they both realize it, and they slide in.
What revolutionary rule changes here in ROH. Makes this kind of match different from any other.
Crowd showing their appreciation right there.
And who's that at ringside?
Tracy Brooks. Why is she out in the corner of CM Punk? We saw her join the Second City Saints in Ohio as the battle lines are drawn. Punk not needing her in the first 2 matches, bringing her out here, very questionable. And AJ's going right out after her. AJ's trying to neutralize her right away. And hold on, what's Punk doing? He was going for that tope again, but he saw that AJ saw it coming and stopped. But AJ didn't see that plancha coming.
And I know why she's out there. She's out there because she's a distraction. Look at her.
This does not belong in Pure Wrestling title matches. CM Punk already making a mockery of things right here in the match to determine the first champion. And once again, the count going on. Both men with 1 rope break apiece. Of course, you only get 3, then the ropes are in play. And that 20 count on the floor is what they need to be concerned with right now. And AJ connects with that drop kick.
But look at him, look at his leg. His injured leg right there. He fell on the concrete.
He landed hard on that leg.
These guys are pulling out all the stops, putting their bodies on the line right here for this Pure Wrestling Championship, for the inaugural Pure Wrestling title right here in Boston at the 2nd anniversary show.
And AJ does not want to show his weakness to CM Punk. CM Punk is vicious and malicious and going after that knee. He proved that in the Doug Williams matchup we just saw earlier. AJ Styles could be in a bad situation with that knee. Let's just hope that he had enough time to rest in the locker room. He did see the personal trainer, so let's hope that they taped it up enough and it will be okay for this match. And a reversal, AJ goes into the crowd. We've seen him do it before, but Punk follows in.
Wow, CM Punk pulling out all the stops here in Boston.
And both men need to be concerned with the 20 count now.
And I'd have to agree with the fans here in Boston. What action we are seeing here. What an incredible night of action, Chris.
The fans are eating it up as AJ Styles tossed over the guardrail. CM Punk knows that he has the advantage right now. He wants to follow up. He does not want to waste any time. Both men are exhausted and fatigued from their earlier matches. They want to get this one over with as soon as they can, especially with a place in the history books on the line right here, right now in Boston, Massachusetts. Styles fights back, and look at Punk. He catches Styles on that nip-up Rana attempt, and he turns into a Boston Crab.
It figures we are in Boston, so how appropriate this is he's got the crab in the middle of the ring.
And that move doesn't just hurt the lower back, but it tears and rips at the knees and the legs of AJ Styles.
And it cost him a rope break as well. That's number 2 for AJ. CM Punk in the driver's seat already.
AJ Styles had no choice but to use that rope break as that Boston Crab was just tearing and ripping at his knee. And look at Punk going right after the legs of AJ Styles one more time, and Styles tries to turn around. He does! No, not enough.
A 2 count there.
Nice use of momentum and leverage right there by AJ Styles as he tries to trap Punk again. And look, hangs upside down. Now this is an illegal hold right now, but it would be legal if Punk used all his rope breaks. This could be a submission if Punk used all his rope breaks, but he only has used one. And hold on, Gary Moore is calling that a rope break for Punk.
Wow.
Now the first one was debatable, but that definitely was not a rope break because that was an illegal hold. Gary Moore had to break that hold anyways. CM Punk just got ripped off a rope break, I'll admit it.
Oh, and he just chopped him right there, and AJ fell on those ropes. What a devastating maneuver there by CM Punk. This pure wrestling, these rules definitely a work in progress. I'd have to say, we're going to have to review some of these calls, Chris.
No doubt about that. The first one was debatable whether Punk was using it as a rope break or a reversal. This one, no debate though. Punk, that was an illegal hold. Now, would be legal if Punk had used all his rope breaks, but he had not.
What a brain buster there by Punk. Just drops AJ down.
And you have to figure right now, both men have to do some quick thinking, some planning, devise some new strategy because they are both at 2 rope breaks. If they use one more rope break, then they are at a severe disadvantage. And there's AJ with those closed fists. They are legal. They are to the gut of CM Punk, making them legal. If they were to the head or face, they would be illegal.
And here we go. We go for a neck breaker. And Punk plants down AJ.
That was a modified STO by CM Punk. Both men tired, both men exhausted. I mean, look what they've already been through tonight, especially AJ Styles.
That AJ match with Striker was about 25 minutes. Then he had another match that was at least 10 or 15 minutes. He's going to be working almost on an hour here tonight.
And there's that half grab by Punk, and look how he's got that knee driving into the back of AJ so that the leg and knee are the focal point of that hold. AJ has to get out of it as he is in a world of pain. That the tendons, the ligament stretched, torn, injured in the knee of AJ. Can he get out of the hold? He is inching towards the ropes. And look at Punk, he brings the leg over and sits down. AJ Styles is in a lot of trouble right now. Punk maliciously going after the knee.
And that's it, that's his 3rd rope break right there. AJ is at a severe disadvantage, Chris.
Not only does AJ Styles have that injured knee, but now he has no more rope breaks.
This could open up the floodgates here for CM Punk. What kind of arsenal is he going to unleash here on AJ Styles? And AJ Styles, I don't think I've ever seen a competitor take so much damage to one part of his anatomy like AJ Styles has taken tonight in 3 matches. Oh, he could have broke his nose on that one as well.
Similar to what CM Punk did to John Walters in the first round. And look, he's got those knees tied up. He's got the legs tied up, causing pressure on the knees and legs of AJ Styles, and AJ has no rope breaks to get out of it.
Oh, but AJ grabs the hold.
He's finding a new and unique way to get out of this hold. He has to. He has to for his own survival, and he is wrenching the neck of CM Punk.
We could get a submission here, Chris.
Punk is in a lot of trouble right now, and he is fighting out, but AJ, he's now got the legs of Punk tied up, and Punk's in the ropes. Punk went to the ropes to get out of the hold.
Wow, that's it. 3 apiece right here.
CM Punk, you might debate whether he was ripped off a rope break or not, but he is out of rope breaks right now, and he has to deal with that fact. AJ Styles with the injured knee is out of rope breaks. The winner of this one is the first ever Pure Wrestling champion. Can CM Punk even the score for tradition continues in their first classic that AJ Styles and CM Punk had in Baltimore.
And Punk has AJ. He drapes him over the top rope. What's he going for? Possible superplex right here.
And Punk could actually do a submission now if he wanted to.
Yeah, you're right. He could win that title on those ropes.
These Pure Wrestling title rules, they're going to add a lot of new strategy and a lot of unique situations that we've never seen before in the pro wrestling ring.
And here comes Punk standing on the top rope.
It could be a superplex. No, AJ reverses into a gourd buster and saves himself. A top rope gourd buster by AJ Styles. Punk is down.
What a phenomenal move there by AJ. That was a total saving maneuver there, I believe, by AJ. If Punk would have hit that superplex, that would have been it, Chris.
Gary Moore now counting both men down. Tracy Brooks trying to support CM Punk. The Second City Saints, they want to have all the power, and they know they need all the titles for that, and it could start right here tonight in Boston. Both men trying to work their way up to their knees. Tired, battered, bruised, and now they're exchanging chops.
What a classic battle we're having here. So much on the line. What heart, what courage, what determination by these two super athletes here in ROH.
And I didn't think these two could top their match. Or tradition continues, but they're doing it right here. Oh, discus lariat! That's what knocked out Jimmy Rave earlier tonight. That's what scored AJ Styles the victory over Jimmy Rave. And don't forget, AJ Styles had that injured knee, and it was a desperation move. Punk rolled to the outside. Gary Moore checking on him. Punk could be counted out. He could be knocked out here.
Yeah, he looks knocked out, Chris.
I mean, that move already knocked out Jimmy Rave tonight. Let's see if it knocked out CM Punk. That count's going on. It's at 4.
Tracy Brooks, she looks really concerned at ringside. Did you see the look in her eyes?
But look at CM Punk. There are no signs of life. He is not moving. The count is up to 8 right now. If CM Punk is counted out, AJ Styles will be your first Pure Wrestling champion. And look at Punk trying to shake it off. You can see it in his eyes. He is very woozy right now, perhaps running only on instinct.
He's got to shake those cobwebs out.
Oh, he rolled in somehow and broke the count.
Barely.
AJ might be one big move away, though, from being the first Pure Wrestling champion. He comes off. No, trying to spinning DDT. Punk pushes him off. Shining Wizard.
This could be it, Chris.
Cover.
Oh, so close. CM Punk, almost your first Pure Wrestling champion right there. So close.
Whose name will go in the history book? Who will be the first Pure Wrestling champion? The winner of this one will have to build the prestige of that title just like Samoa Joe did for the world title. And now what's CM Punk doing? He takes AJ into the corner, unleashes those forearms on Styles.
Blistering forearms there by CM Punk. As AJ, he could be knocked out as well.
Both men have used all their rope breaks. The ropes do not matter anymore in this one.
CM Punk, what's he go for? Some kind of super kick maneuver. But AJ blocks him.
AJ probably saved himself with that. And now he's trying. No, what's he going? Perhaps a German suplex. He cannot get Punk over, though. Punk lowering his body weight so that AJ cannot hit the move. Now Punk with back elbows. A third back elbow. And Punk now, what's he going for? Traditional pile driver. Effective hold. Both men, look how tired they are. Look how worn down they are. And can you blame them with what they've been through tonight?
What an unbelievable display here by these two athletes right here. Let's see CM Punk going for a submission now. You know, AJ Styles, he's got the injured knee.
And look at CM Punk once again going back to a crab-like maneuver. He's already used a Boston crab, a half crab, and now he has intertwined those legs. And AJ has no rope breaks. AJ's trying to get to the ropes, but it's not going to do him any good.
It's not going to matter at all.
This is like Matt Striker and Alex Shelley in Ohio. But look, AJ's climbing the ropes. I've never seen that before.
What streak there by AJ Styles, and now he's kicking Punk.
He turned around and kicked Punk down the hole. And the fans showing their appreciation for the innovation, but Punk goes right back to the knee. AJ's in bad shape. Punk Shining Wizard. No, this is like tradition continues.
Styles clash right there. This could be it.
domination continues, but Punk kicks out here.
I can't believe that CM Punk just kicked out of the Styles Clash, Chris. What is AJ Styles going to do for victory here in Boston?
What determination by CM Punk. He is not going to be denied his chance to go down in the history books. AJ Styles looks puzzled and frustrated. He's hit the discus layer and he's going for it again. No, Punk catches him, turns him around. There's that spike DDT he does.
Unprotected DDT right there. This could be it as well.
New champion.
Man, still not enough.
How did AJ kick out?
How are these two guys still going on here? I don't believe it.
Both men unleashing all their biggest impact moves. Neither man getting a victory yet.
And the fans appreciative of this tremendous action right here.
You have to be here live at an ROH event to experience exactly what a unique Ring of Honor atmosphere is all about.
And CM Punk has AJ in the corner, and he's going to the top rope. You don't think he's going for that Pepsi plunge, Chris? If he does,
yes, he's trying to hook him. AJ fighting for his life to get out of it.
AJ desperately firing back because if he gets hit by the Pepsi plunge, CM Punk is going to be our first champion right here.
And notice those are forearms to the face. They are legal. It's only closed fists to the face and head that are not legal.
Good observation right there. And AJ and Punk, both these guys possibly could be knocked out. Another forearm right there by Punk. And a big kick. And CM Punk looks like he's out, Chris.
That Punk connected. CM Punk could be knocked down, and what's AJ doing? No.
Oh my God, he's got him hooked, Chris.
No.
Styles Clash. And AJ Styles is
AJ, congratulations. But know one thing. I've spent the past year making this belt mean something. Making this belt a world championship. As of right now, comparatively speaking, that belt means nothing. So I'll tell you what, AJ. As I was saying, I'll tell you what, Styles. Do your best. Once again, congratulations. But remember one thing. The reason you have that belt is that you couldn't keep it this time. You know what, Joe? This belt not mean anything to you.